Hello and welcome to Dice and Demons. I'm Emma, and today I want to talk about how to fix your painting motivation. At least if the painting motivation originally comes from the fact that you're not quite sure about your current color scheme and if you want to move forward with it or not. For me, the thing is that I have had this Mokonut that as a work in progress on my desk for about a month. And I was originally really psyched about this model. I bought it and I built it and I primed it and then I put on the base colors and I really liked it. As you can see here, I have some turquoise, I have some blue, I have some pink, and I like these three colors a lot. So I was very pleased with the project as it started out. Then I decided I was not going to do the usual thing where I just use lighter colors of the original base color as highlights. I would do something completely different with more contrasting colors. So for the turquoise, I went with it's a bit difficult to see here perhaps, but a light neon green. And for the blue, I went with a pink highlight. And then for the pink base color, I thought that it would be fun to use a light blue because I had been using pink for the blue, and then I could use blue for the pink. That would be fun. And I painted it, and it looked pretty good. And I took a photo and I shared it, on social media, and people were really kind and encouraging and said it looked really cool. And I looked at it and thought, yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's just that I don't like it. I actually didn't really like it, and I didn't know exactly why. I just didn't feel it somehow. And I thought, well, it'll probably look better once it's all done. And anyway, it's a gaming piece. It's not something that I'm painting for a competition or anything. It's just something I want to play with on the tabletop, and it doesn't need to do anything else than look fun and cool on a tabletop. So even if I don't like one of the three highlight colors, well, it doesn't really matter much. Except that it did, because when I had made that decision, I put it away and then I haven't touched it for a month. Because even though it's just a gaming piece, my motivation for a painting is that I'm having fun and enjoying it while I'm painting, and part of that enjoyment comes from thinking, oh, this is fun, or this is cool, or this is gonna look like really crazy or whatever. And that just did not really happen while painting this, so I put it away, and then I have been procrastinating by painting and building all sorts of other things. I paint basically every single day, and I've been painting all sorts of things, just not this one, which is, it's a bit silly because I really like the model and I really want to have it on the tabletop, and I really want it finished, and so it will fit in with the rest of my army. I just did not want to paint it. It just felt like it was draining all my energy just knowing that I wasn't quite sure about the color scheme. And so I reached the conclusion yesterday, when I had no more excuses. I had finished a lot of projects I'd been working on, that now was the time to actually get going with this one. And then I thought to myself, well, I could just make myself do it. I could also, however, perhaps go back and redo the thing that I didn't like. And I think I was sort of stuck in an idea of, when I said this was the way it was going forward, and this was the color scheme I had chosen, I had to stick with it. Which is, weird. It's my plastic model. I can do with it whatever I want. But I just sort of felt obligated to just go forward now that I had sort of locked the color scheme and said that this was it. But I just simply decided to redo the whole thing. And the silly thing was that, excluding drying time, it took me perhaps 10 minutes to redo it. And then it took me another 15 minutes to try out with the orange highlights and the yellow highlights here. And it did not take me more than half an hour total for me to get completely hyped on this model again and really energized. And now I definitely am feeling it, and I really want to work on it again. It took me half an hour, but I've been procrastinating for a month. So what I want to say with this with this video is that if you have a model or an army that you're painting and you're not quite feeling the color scheme and you're not quite motivated and you don't really know if you should redo it or if you should just, power through it, you're probably not actually that much in doubt. You just don't want to face having to redo the whole thing. I mean, if you have an army and you think, I don't really like the color scheme anymore, but it doesn't matter to me. I just, I want to paint an army on the tabletop and that's my main motivation. That's completely fine. But if it's draining your motivation and you don't really want to work on it, not because you don't like the model, not because you don't want to field that army anymore, but simply because you're not sure about the color scheme, redo it. That would be my suggestion anyway. And I know going back and redoing stuff feels awful. It feels like you have wasted all the time you spent painting it originally. But I mean, it's not actually wasted time. Before I redid this, I had no idea that I would like orange highlights on pink way better than pale blue highlights on pink. I would never have guessed that. It was just a sort of a crazy thing that popped into my mind when I decided to redo the whole thing. So I think sometimes redoing stuff makes you look at your stuff from a new angle and perhaps even gives you more creative ideas. At least that's what happened to me. And I know a lot of people will hate this and think it looks just awful, like pink and orange and neon green, and yeah. But that doesn't matter at all. This is my model and I like it. What matters is that now I'm really motivated to start painting it again and getting it on the tabletop. So I hope this was somewhat useful to you, and perhaps even has motivated you to go and redo a little bit of stuff if that is what is keeping you actually from painting it and finishing it. That was the idea behind the video anyway. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please remember to leave a like. You are also more than welcome to leave a comment, and we can perhaps get a discussion going about what models we have put in our pile of shame, because we should probably redo them if we want to get motivated to painting them again. We just hate redoing stuff. And you're also, of course, more than welcome to subscribing to the channel. And you can also follow me on various social media, such as Twitter and Instagram, also as Dyson Demons. So thank you so much for watching this one, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.